Hello, Sudoku friends, and welcome to the New York Times Hard Sudoku this March the 13th, 2023. Let's just dive right in. There's a one blocking down, and there's a one blocking up, and there's a couple of ones blocking across here. So a one must go in this square here. There's a 2 and a 6 blocking down, and there's a 2 and a 6 blocking over. So these two squares must be 2s and 6s. So we need to find room now for a 9, 4, and a 5 for these squares here. There's a 5 blocking here, so the 5 must go here. And these are now 9s and 4s, and there's a 9 blocking down, so the 4 is going here and the 9 goes here. I think that's how it has got to be. A 3, 4, and a 7 are still missing from column 8. There's a 4 and a 7 in this row, so the 3 is going here, and this is now a 4, 7 pair. We also have a 3 blocking over and a 3 blocking over and a 3 blocking down. Therefore, this square has got to be a 3. So what else can we see? Well, we can see an 8 going down here and 8 going over. One of these is an 8, therefore an 8 must go here. One of the two other digits for this row, they have to be a 1 and a 3. So we got a 1 and a 3 blocking. So this is an 8. This is now a 1, 3, and this is a 1, 3. 8 and 5 blocking over here. Well, I almost didn't see this, but there's a couple of 2s blocking over here, leaving just this square for the 2. So to get a 7 in the center row at all, it needs to go here or here. And because we also have a 7 blocking over here, we know that a 7 must go in one of these two squares, and this 7 blocks here. So a 7 goes here. These three squares must be a 6, a 5, and a 9 now, and the 9 clearly must go here. This is now a 6 and a 5. Let's see. The 9 blocks over here, and the 9 here and here. Let's see. I thought I could find a 9, but I don't seem to be able to. These three squares now must be a 6 and a 5 and a 8. I can see that a 6 and a 9 must go in two of these three squares here because we got a 6 here and a ghost 6 here. We got two 9s here. I wonder if that will give me anything. If we know that a 6 and a 9 must go over here, we can look at what other digits are still missing from this column, and there would be a 1, 5, and an 8. So a 1 restricted to these two squares and an 8 to these three squares. What about a 5? 5 could go here, 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 or here. What escaped me, or almost escaped me, is that there is a naked single here. It's not even, well, it's hidden because I didn't see it, but look, it cannot be a 1, it cannot be a 2, it cannot be a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 9. This is our 8.
That's nice.
Now the 8 blocks up here and the 8 blocks up here. This 8 blocks over, so this is an 8. And therefore we have an 8 up here in the corner cell, like so. So let's have a look at the top row now. We need to find a 2, 4, 5, and a 6. 2, 4 here, so this is a 5 or a 6. We got a 2 up here, so one of these is a 2. Now, what about this column here? A 2, 4, 6, and a 9. Let's see. A 9 can't go here, and a 9 can't go here. So we got a 6 over here. 2, 4, 6, and a 9. This is a 2, 4, 9. Actually, it's not a 2, 4, 9. It's a 4, 9. And it's a 4, 9 because one of these has to be a 2. We just said that. So we need to remember what we say. I think that is better for all. And just as I'm saying that, I'm also remembering that we have a 4 here. So a 4, 2, must go in two of these three squares. So therefore, this cannot be a 4, it cannot be a 2, it can only be a 9. How hard can it be, really?
How hard can it be?
So we got a couple of 9s now blocking, and we got a couple of 9s blocking over here. So a 9 must go in this square. I do remember that a 6 and a 5 had to go in this column because we have a 6 here and a 6 here, and therefore one of these is a 6. And we have a 5 here. No, I'm not sure about the 5, but I know about the 6. This definitely is a 6. And these are now a 2, 5, and a 4. And we got a 2 and a 5 in the column, so this is forced to be a 4, and this is therefore a 2, and this is a 5. There can be no doubt about that. And therefore, these two must be a 4 and a 6. Those I can't resolve. These three guys must be a 3, 7, and a 6. 6 blocking over, 6 goes here. 6 blocking down, 6 goes here. 6 blocks over, 5 goes here, and 6 here. Now we got a 6 here or here. These two must be a 7 and a 3. 7, 3. We also have a 7, 3 here, strangely enough, blocking up here. That's too deep. Let's find something else to do. A 1 and a 5 here. These 4 squares must be a 1, 4, 3, and a 2. So this is a 1, 3. We know that because this is also a 1, 3. So a 4 and a 2. Can we do something with that? No, we know the 2 must go up here somewhere. Still a 4, 7 here. These 3. 4, 8, and a 9. 4, 9 here. 8 there, 4 here. 4, 9 here. 4, 9 here, and also 4, 9 here. So these are 6 and 7s, right? So a 7 blocks up here, making this a 6 and this a 7. And therefore, this must be a 7, mustn't it? And this, therefore, is a 4, and this is a 9, and this is a 4, like so. This square has got to be a 5. And these two now must be a 8 and a 9. And we do a switcheroo. We got an 8 up, a 9 up here. So this is an 8 and this is a 9, like so. And we were still looking for a 2 and a 6 here, weren't we? Yes. And we got a 6 now blocking here. So this is a 2 and this is a 6. And we do have a 6 blocking over now, and another 6 blocking over, and a couple of 6s blocking down, making this a 6. And therefore, this must be a 4. What are these two? They are a 2 and a 3. And therefore, these must be a 4 and a 5. They'll have to wait a second, I think. We did find an 8 here, I think, and we found this 4. Can we do something with those? 1, 2, 5, and a 7 for these squares. There's a 1, 2, and a 5 looking at this square. So this must be a 7. And therefore, a 7 must go here and a 3 here, making one of these a 3, right? This square, however, must be a 9. Now we only have 3 squares left to deal with in this column, and they have to be a 1, 2, and a 3. We've got a 1 and a 2 in the row, so this must be the 3, and therefore this cannot be the 3, it must be the 1, and this must be the 3, like so, and therefore this square's got to be a 2. 2 empty squares here. They look as if they need to be a 7 and a 4. We got a 7 blocking here, so the 4 goes here and the 7 here. And that makes 4 out of this square, doesn't it? And a 4 also must go here. This looks to be a 5, making this square 5. This square can therefore not be a 5. The 5 goes to this square. and the 1 award goes to this square here. Here we are looking for a 2 and a 1. We got a 1 in the row, so 2 here, 1 here, 2 here, and a 3. So that's how we deal with today's New York Times hard Sudoku. I hope that you enjoyed it because I did. It wasn't that difficult, but sometimes we need to relax. We don't always need to spend an hour on a puzzle, do we? Thank you for watching and bye for now.